Hey yo, Barbecue Church. All the homies, everybody that watches, shout out to you. Quick sermon coming at you from the RV. Sitting on the nice couch in our little living area in this RV. The time I'm filming this, I'm at the New Jersey State Fair. It's been wild all week. It's been raining pretty much nonstop since we got here. We've had one day that has been actually a decent day. So it's been wild. You know, this whole hurricane thing going on. Tropical storm, whatever you want to call it, has been here washing out a bunch of stuff. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice, which is wild because these fields that I'm parking are insanely muddy right now. So it's going to be a celebration. Nevertheless, we outside. We doing what we do. We love what we do. I love working out here in New Jersey, hanging out with the police, the sheriffs, and, emergency management team and all that. It's wild. We out here. So things are great. I'm probably going to get to go hang out with some bees. Hopefully at some point you might catch a video of that. If I can make it out there and we can make that happen. So if we can do that, I'm going to do that. So Pastor Scott is out here, from Pleasant Valley Assembly of God. My homie, he's working with us. So he has a little baby smoker. He has a little baby Traeger. So we smoked some steaks. We're probably going to smoke some steaks tomorrow night for our last night. Smoke those up real nice and pretty. And then sear them. Reverse sear is not a thing, y'all. You can't reverse a sear. It doesn't work. It's not proper terminology. It's the thing that I can't stand when people say it. But whatever. But it's smoke and sear. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to smoke, then sear some steaks. But yeah, yo. So, man, I was watching this video, and there's this guy who he plays a xylophone, and he normally plays hip hop beats. And so he was playing the instrumental for Knuck If You Buck on a xylophone and cymbals. And I was like, yo, that's fire. And it was, somebody took the music and put when my therapist tells me to shut my eyes and think about all the people that have harmed me, how do you feel inside? And it was playing that song. It was just hilarious to me. But it made me think about, hey man, Knuck If You Buck. I think at times, we get into these modes where we'll be dealing with things, we'll be dealing with life, we'll be dealing with people. I deal with people all the time. And I think we forget who we are. And we forget who we're supposed to be and who we're called to be in those different situations. We begin to look at things in a very straightforward way, which is natural for us. But I feel like when you have a relationship with God, it's not always the natural thing is always the right thing. It's not always the first thing that you should do. And I had a situation happen where I was highly upset this week. I called my homeboy Kenneth, and he and my other homie, Brown Hornet, kind of talked me off of this crazy ledge because I was on one. And one of the things that really kind of came up in my conversation with them and then another homie, PJ, was that we have to look at things differently. We have to look at it from a different perspective. And so in doing so, I look at Ephesians 6, where it begins to talk about the armor of God. And I know I need to really get into the armor, and we need to really teach on that and talk on that. But when you look at Ephesians 6, verse 12, it says, "For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places." And it made me, I really had to look at that and go, oh, snap. When I get mad at something, or something's happening, or all these events are happening around me, sometimes it's not always what it looks like. There are spiritual things happening that we can't see. There's evil in the world. There's evil happening. There's a spirit world. There's stuff happening in there. And so instead of fighting things on a physical level, we need to take that same energy and fight it on a spiritual level. We need to fight it through prayer. We need to fight it through fasting. We need to fight it through focusing on those things, on just saying, look, these spirits aren't allowed to affect my life. Those things aren't allowed to mess me up. Those things aren't allowed to take over. That's what we need to be doing. That's how we need to live. Sometimes we get a little too caught up in what's happening in the physical and need to address it in the spiritual realm. We need to address it through prayer. Address it through talking to Jesus. Address it through speaking directly to those things. You are not welcome in my life. Okay? I think about Bad Boys. Bad Boys 2. If you watch the movie Blondie Dread, when he said, who's in my house? And he's like, it's the devil. And he says, the devil is not welcome here. That's where we're at. It's don't give any place for the devil in your life. Don't give him a foothold in your life. Don't allow him to continue to wreak havoc on your life by allowing him to hide in the spirit realm and do things and dictate things in your life. We need to pray. We need to pray against those things. We need to ask God, what are the things that we're allowing in our lives that is allowing the enemy to attack our lives? And then choose to get rid of those things. Choose to say, nah, I'm not going to live like this. Some of us are living with anxiety and living with this depression that's nagging because we're allowing it in the spirit. And we're just letting it affect our lives. We're letting it affect who we are on a daily basis. We need to pray against that stuff. I'm not one to say that you don't need to go to counseling, because y'all know I'd be in counseling. So we need to have counselors. We need to have people to talk us through. We need to take some medication, from time to time. But we need help. You need to pray and see what the answer is. Okay? So that's where we're at. It's a knuck if you buck type of situation. Are you willing to fight the fight? Are you willing to pray against those stuff? Against that mess that is trying to destroy your life and destroy your family and destroy who you are and affect your mood and affect your work and your job and your family and everything. Are you willing to just let that stuff slide and give it a free pass? Or is it knuck if you buck time? Is it time to just step up and say, not today? If you can't fight in physical, maybe it's time to fight in prayer. If somebody's annoying you at work, address it in prayer. If somebody's annoying you, at the local coffee shop, address it in prayer. If a family member's annoying you, address it in prayer. If their attitude just always seems to stink or things always seem to be wild around, address it in prayer. That's what we need to be out here doing, y'all. All right? So that's what we're doing this week. We're focusing on addressing things in prayer. That's what I'm doing. Because I need to do this. I don't talk about stuff that I'm not going through. I don't talk about stuff that I've achieved and I've leveled up in. Talk about the stuff I'm going through too. We all in this together, y'all. I'm not perfect. Y'all should know that. I'll never be perfect. So we just out here just trying together. Following God together. Messing up together. Just bearing each other's burdens and walking this through. So, welcome. Welcome to Not Being Perfect, baby. We out here. And if you need somebody, if you need some help, call the homies. If you need somebody to pray with you, call the homies. James 5:16, confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. The earnest prayer of a righteous person has great power and produces wonderful results. Look, man, if you need some help, you need somebody to pray with you, pray for you, holler at your boy. We got people in these streets. We got that. I got people that'll pray for you. You can put stuff in the comments. Say, pray for me. I bet you people pray for you. You don't have to say what it's for, but we'll pray for you. That's where we're at. You can private message me. You can call me if you got me. You can send me a text message. We'll pray for you. We got you. That's what it is, y'all. So we're focused on that. We're focused on being that type of people out here in the world. We're trying to make a difference, right? Look, if you don't have a relationship with God, ask God. Ask God into your life. That's it. Ask God. Tell God you want a relationship with him, that you believe Jesus died for you, and you want to start that relationship with God. Then you text Journey to the number that pops up on the screen. Fill out your information, get a 30-day devotional that gets delivered to your email every day. And just a little jolt, little something to help you out as we walk through this thing. Give you a couple of prayers, give you a couple of scriptures to read, stuff like that. But look, that's where we're at, y'all. We're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep doing what we do. It's going to be fun. I hope y'all are eating great food. I hope your life is good. I hope your family's doing well. We're going to continue to pray for y'all. We have some stuff coming up in January down in Fort Lauderdale. That's going to be wild. I got more stuff coming up on that soon. I'm just not releasing it all yet. But yeah, it's going to be a fun little year, y'all. So look, be safe. Praise God. Pray for me. I got some stuff going on. Some big meetings are happening, and it's going to be great. But we just need help. We need some prayer to push it through. So look, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I'm glad you're here. Barbecue Church, y'all. Bang. Y'all be safe. We stopped early today at work. I think I'm going to bed. Okay, not really. It's way too early. Hi, y'all.